Let me tell you how it will be. There's one for you, 19 for me.
We must reintroduce into our homes, our classrooms, our churches, the wisdom of our founders. And we must elect men and women who know and love our great history, who have actually read the Constitution, and more importantly, abide by the Constitution. This summer I've been restudying Winston Churchill, one of my heroes from World War II. And Churchill, as many of you know, warned England and the world of the evils of National Socialism and Soviet Socialism. Most people back then laughed at him and they called him a fool and a warmonger. In the early dark days of World War II, when National Socialist bombs were destroying London and Western Europe, and Soviet Socialist bombs were destroying Eastern Poland and Eastern Europe, Churchill spoke of a battle for the preservation of Christian civilization. We are in such a battle today.
Shakespeare wrote in Henry V when the king was facing unbelievable odds with a small ragtag army. Shakespeare wrote, "We few, we happy few, we band of brothers will stand for liberty." That's how I see you here today. And isn't it ironic that a 16th century poet from England knew more about freedom and liberty, this Shakespeare, who lived under an autocrat, a queen with divine right, knew more about freedom than did our Harvard-educated professor president, who has grown fat off the bounty of this country, and in the words of Shakespeare, now seeks to tear it all to pieces.
Because in strength, we can win back the state of Wisconsin.
Yes.
Some of the numbers that I've been witnessing on the polling results show me that if we all work together, there will be a tsunami of epic proportions in November. Our organization has grown from 250 members 4 years ago when I became the state director to over 80,000 today. I usually am not this serious, but ladies and gentlemen, this is important stuff. Really, really important stuff. This is serious. As long as I've been involved in the political process, I've heard over and over and over again that this is the most important election of my life. This one is. And if we don't stop it, we may not have another chance. There's a couple themes that I want to also share with you that you're going to be seeing a lot. The main one is right in front of you. It's November is coming. We want the elected officials that voted for health care, that voted for cap and trade, that voted for card check, to know that we were watching. And we will remember in November.
All of you have heard, and it's absolutely the truth, that this November we're going to have a terribly, terribly important election. And sort of share some numbers with you, some numbers about what could be expected. What is being predicted right now about what will happen in the House and the Senate? What's likely to happen in the Senate? How do they handicap the Senate? They say 49 Democrats are either safe, not up for re-election, or likely to win. They say 42 Republicans are either safe, not up for re-election, or likely to win, and there are 9 seats that they rank as toss-ups. This includes Feingold's seat here in Wisconsin, which means if the toss-up split right down the middle, the Republicans will have 46.5 seats in the Senate. Yes, I know that's impossible, but let's say 46 or 47. What are the implications of that? Even a few rhinos on the Republican side can defect, and the Republicans still have a filibusterable number of people and can stop any objectionable part of the Obama agenda.
I've gotten hooked up with the Wounded Warriors to help paralyzed veterans when they come home. I want to do something good. I want to do something real. That's why I like the Tea Party movement, the American movement, because it is real. Listen, you guys know Winneconne, Wisconsin, and the surrounding areas, but I've spoken over 225 Tea Parties around the country. I tell you what, is it alive and strong, and you guys are in good standing, and you got a lot of great friends all over this country that are proud to be Americans. So please, keep this up. Individual responsibility is huge. We got to work on accountability. You know, being a plumber and I go to your house, I charge you $100 to fix your faucet and it leaks 2 days later. Now granted, it's only $100. Are you gonna call me back? That's only $100. Do I get to charge you again? Oh, come on, now you guys are being unreasonable. Well, that's what the politicians do us. $14 trillion. Are you angry yet? My God, I'm beside myself. I can't believe we've fallen asleep this long and allowed them to get the debt up to that far, and we haven't said enough. You'll complain about $100 measly and your plumbing not working right, but you won't complain about them spending your children's money, your grandchildren's money, and pretty much destroying our country. But over $100, you'll hold me accountable. $14 trillion. You see the problem there? You know, that's why we need this movement. That's why it's got to be sustained. 2010 is not the answer, people. Remember in November sounds all well and good. You know, I'm a poet and didn't know it, that kind of thing. It's silly. 2010 means nothing. It means that we got a job to do in 2010, but that's got to continue to 2012, 14, 16, 18. The moment the Constitution was ratified by the last state of the original 13, which was Rhode Island, by the way, in case you guys didn't know that, the Tea Party movement should have sprung up because we have to hold these people accountable. They have a job to do and they don't do it.